Hey everyone, today I want to share my thoughts on the Logitech F310 joystick after 2 years of using it. First things first, let's talk about durability. This controller has held up impressively well over time. After 2 years, it's still functioning perfectly with no significant issues. I'm happy to report that there's no joystick drift, which is a common problem with many controllers. Both sticks remain responsive, giving you solid control during gameplay. Now, while it's durable, there are some drawbacks I've noticed. One of the main things that bothers me is the stiffness of the triggers. They can be quite uncomfortable, especially if you're playing racing games where you need to hold them down for long periods. I often find myself switching fingers because my fingers get strained, which can break up the rhythm of the game. It's not a deal breaker, but it's definitely something to consider if you're into racing or other games that require constant trigger use. Another point to mention is the dead zone on the joystick. While it's not a huge issue, there is a dead zone present, meaning you have to move the stick a little before any action is registered. It's manageable and doesn't ruin the experience, but it is something I've noticed. I think this design choice might have been made to prevent drift over time, which is effective, but it does mean you have to get used to the initial input lag. Now let's get into pricing. If the F3110 were priced under $10, I'd consider it a fantastic buy. However, at around $20, I feel like it's not quite offering the best value. For that price, you can find other controllers that have better features and overall ergonomics. There are plenty of alternatives that come with vibration motors, customizable buttons, and more responsive controls that can enhance your gaming experience, which the F3110 lacks. Speaking of features, the absence of vibration motors is something that stands out. Vibration feedback has become a standard in modern gaming, and it adds a lot to the immersion. Whether you're in a racing game feeling the road or in an action game experiencing impacts, vibration feedback enhances the overall experience. Without this feature, the F3110 feels a bit behind the times compared to other controllers in its price range. That said, I think the F3110 does find its niche. It's a great choice for setups like emulators and classic games that don't rely on vibration feedback. You can easily plug it in for an emulator on your TV, and it will support all emulator games without any hassle. This plug and play functionality is a huge plus, as it doesn't require any extra apps or software to operate. If you're just looking for a straightforward controller for casual gaming, it fits the bill nicely. Overall, after 2 years of using the Logitech F3110, I can confidently say it's a reliable controller, especially for specific scenarios like emulation and casual gaming setups. Its durability and ease of use make it a solid choice for those looking for something simple and effective. However, for modern gaming experiences, it may not hold up as well due to the stiff triggers and lack of vibration feedback. In summary, while the F3110 has its strengths, it ultimately doesn't quite meet the demands of today's gaming landscape. If you're in the market for a controller that excels in modern gaming, I'd recommend exploring other options that offer more features and better value.